Alright, welcome back. I want to make this episode real quick and no, I've got two things I want to do this episode. Never mind. Anyway, welcome back to our language. I did a little research and I have, I think, my answer to everything that's highlighted on the screen right now. Okay. I looked up what happens to KR. Technically, I looked at what happens to K and then like a rolled R, but I'm going to count it because I can and it's my language. And these are some of the interesting ones I found. Sometimes it becomes the in a language I'm not even going to pretend to be able to pronounce. So I'm assuming that's a syllable break. So and or it could be z. Santee had an interesting one where it becomes word initially, but g elsewhere. And then Teton, another very close related to Santee, it became gl. And Chihuahua has that same thing. And here's what I thought. If that could become gl, and this can become gl, is that just our R and L merging? You know, that thing we're having happen later. And so I think what I'm going to do is keep that. That's going to be our thing. And so I can undo that. I can do that. And then of course what's going to happen is that the G won't change. Then the only thing I have to do is worry about these. Preserve in some context, I'm going to leave open for now because I need to run some sound changes before I can make a solid decision on that. So, time to make those all into rules. Perfect. I don't know what to call any of these, but I know, so I want a rule that says consonant. Well, let me group them. So these two go together. That almost makes me want to do my R to L. What has to happen? This has to happen after the vowel coloring. Does that mean this has to happen after that? Maybe. Not necessarily. Maybe it drives that. Maybe this is part of like the loss of R. Come on. Oh, well, never mind. Okay. See, I don't know what's happening in the formatting there. I don't like that. Oh, it's something to do with my keyboard. Gross, I don't like that. Alright, so here's going to be those rules. Velar plus rhotic, simplification, something like that. This I already have a rule for. This I already have a rule for. This I already have a rule for. I'll just call velar fricativization is where those rules are going to go. And then velar cluster simplification is where those are going to go. So there's those rules written in some fashion. I'm going to debold that because I'm not certain on anything yet. Okay, time to write these into actual rules. Velar fricativization. These are easy because I literally just write K becomes K in the context of being word initial. And k becomes k in the context of being word final. Do I need to put the vowel thing there? Yes, because this is different. Now, order-wise, I need to figure out if there's something to this. K becomes h, becomes h, becomes a nothing consonant when it's preceded by our R and then comes at the end. But I'm going to say that is going to be R or N. That's that. Okay. Ordering. Does the order of those two make sense? I think so. If I do it this way, then these actually only need that. Because it's becoming at the end of a word. And then if it's at the end of a word, but it's got an R and N in front of it, it further sort of deteriorates. Yeah, I can work with that. This one's easy to write. K becomes G when it's in front of an L. And I think that needs to happen. If that happens in that order, so R has become L between vowels at the start of a word and at the end of a word. Oh, I need to make sure that I know what's going on. This ordering is all messed up. And I haven't actually gotten rid of all of my R's. So vowel coloring is getting rid of R's here. By getting rid of R's there, by having them become L's. I need to just write that, I think. R just becomes L everywhere. And then this does that. But this rule needs to show up over here so that RL, this should be actually that kind of an R. Yeah. Then my R's can become L's. Then velar rhotic simplification. Yeah. Oh. Well, I'm wondering if while that's happening, are these two different steps? Because that just requires, but then this can come down here. I'm not being super clear. So what I'm working with is when the R and the L come together, obviously something has to happen before R becomes L. But now, if I have that, what I need to deal with is pl, bl, pl, bl. And pl, or tl, I have figured out as that. Pl. But gl needs to become pl becomes pl. So that's the thing, and that is going to be coronal lateralization, question mark, could be a name for it. This needs to happen up here because I still have R's. Oh, and because is L going to do that when it palatalizes? Yeah, actually, I think I can just have that be this. I can just do that, and then I don't have to worry about that, because my R's are already L's. And then all of my RL things, all of my palatines can become L. So I have a couple ways that L happens. And I'm going to call this lateral palatalization. Let's see. Velar plus rhotic simplification. Yes. No, that's not really what it is. Velar voicing before laterals is what that's really become. Velar voicing before laterals. And then blah, 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 blah. What to do with blah, blah? Blah, blah, blah. So I have blah and blah. Do I want to keep blah? Do I want it to be the same sort of thing as that? And it's just stop voicing before laterals. I'm glad they. I'm okay with that, I think. So we'll call this stop voicing before laterals. K becomes g. So I'm actually going to do it this way. K, p becomes g, b before L. Man, let me double check this one more time. I know this video is getting a little long now, but I think that's okay. I never addressed those, but I implicitly promised I would. Lateral fricative. There's my tla. That's what happens when an R and an L are next to each other. Can an L come before an R? No. No, it cannot, so that's good. Rhotic. I'm going to say rhotic a lot, and I'm so sorry, it is rhotic. Rhotic loss. Okay. There's the palatalization. Or no lateralization. That's what happens to tla and blah. And here's what happens to cla, pla. And okay, I'm going to unhighlight those because those are good. So now what I need to deal with is there's the vowel coloring and there's the vowel cluster simplification, which needs to happen, I think, way over here. But that's okay. That's where we're going to sit. That's a decent amount of sound changes, although some of them are related to each other. So anyway, I'm going to cut this video off here, and we'll see you next time as we get into our the last bit of our sound changes, and then we'll put some words together, we'll throw them in a sound changer, and we'll see what happens. So, all right, Icarus out.